Well, I think the biggest thing is what goes on in it, and you're going to find that anywhere in life. It's just right now is very prevalent because we're going through this pandemic. Is learning how to be comfortable being uncomfortable, because life is going to bring you situations, going to bring you things that you don't really care for, or didn't ask for, or weren't expecting, and that is an uncomfortable situation. So you have to learn how to be comfortable, and the only way to do that is by making sure what you're trying to make comfortable is running at its, I guess, at its optimum, and that's you. You are the first ingredient to anything that you do, any thought, any action, any emotion, any love, dislike, job, whatever. You're the first ingredient. And the more you take care of that first ingredient, the more everything prospers. That's the thing right now, is we're going through this situation, and if you're not taking care of yourself and you're allowing yourself to go backwards by eating crappy food, mindless TV, grabbing for the alcohol, grabbing for the drugs, grabbing for the porn, whatever it is, because again, everything that you grab for is just filling up and covering up right now. And so then that seed, if that's the first ingredient, will now suffer, and then everything is from that is not going to be what you're looking for. So how do we do that? And that is by, well, what fuels the first ingredient? And that is your food, that's your nutrition. And that is by making sure that you're eating everything that comes from the ground, that comes from the Mother Earth. That's the kind of the entity that is healing, since we're not on it right now. So we're not over the killing everything. It's almost coming back to life. So you see the magic of it, and those fruits and those vegetables and those animals that live on it have a lot of nutrients and a lot of life in it. And that's what you have to do, is make sure that you're feeding yourself life, so then that you can give yourself to life. Because if you're not feeding yourself life and you're eating dead food, well, then you're going to be giving dead energy to life, and that's where we don't want to be. Learning how to be comfortable being uncomfortable, well, that also comes from other things you do in your life. So one, making sure that your body's not stressed by the things that you're putting into it, things that you read, watch, listen to, hang around. So that's one. We don't want to cause stress to the body. If the body's stressed, the mind is stressed. The emotions are tense also. The other thing is by doing things like infrared saunas or ice baths. They're hot, they're cold. You know it's going to be hot, you know it's going to be cold, so you have to face that every day, or face that when you do. And then you learn how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And those things help detox you and bring you back to life a little bit also. Getting on a daily routine of doing some kind of exercise, of working out, of walking, of doing yoga, of gym, whatever it is. It does not matter what anybody else does. It matters what motivates you to get up and move, and to move that body, because that's another big thing of being alive and being able to give yourself to life is movement. You have to move. If you move, you create energy, and that energy then is able to be put into the places that you want to put it into. So when we go back to nutrition, hey, I'm in Hawaii now, so what did I do when we came here? We looked for all the best local farmers. That's what we did. Instead of going to the grocery store, we supported the local farmers, and we got the best food, the most organic food, and the freshest food, not food coming from different countries. So again, you can do that while you're in your state and your country, is look for the best local farmers and support them. When you can start to do that, and then also your nutrition, you're doing a little detox and a little bit of self-care with your saunas and ice baths and yogas, and you're doing some movement with your exercise and walking. Then the other thing too is your mind. What are you watching? What are you listening to? Who are you hanging around? What are you believing? All these different things, because again, a sick mind is going to create a sick body, and a mind that is suffocated by fear, by stress, by anxiety, even depression, well, a body's going to follow that, and then a life is going to be led through those eyes, and that's not a life that anybody wants to lead. And so when a pandemic happens like that, and somebody that's sick is met with that, well, you're going to have more fear, you're going to have more stress, you're going to have more anxiety, because you already have all that in you. So now that just magnified it. But the person that is calm inside by the food, the exercise, the lifestyle, the outlook, and the mindset, when he's met with a pandemic like this, he's going to be a lot more at ease, because what's inside is coming out on the outside. How you look at yourself is how you look at the world. How you do anything is how you do everything. When you can focus on that, well, then I feel that you're going to be able to understand what's happening right now, deal with what's happening now, and then be able to be ready for this new world that's coming. Get ready. And the only way to get ready is by preparing yourself.